right, Macy's just reporting its numbers. Courtney Reagan has the details. Court, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Becky, I mean, much better than expected, frankly, a quarter. And Macy's is pointing to its overall strategy as the driver. So earnings coming in at 41 cents. That beats consensus for 18 cents on stronger than expected revenues of $4.81 billion versus $4.76 billion. Now, the retailer also increasing its guidance, but with caution, and now expecting full year earnings in a range of $1.70 to $2.05. That was from $1.60 to $2, so an increase on both ends. On net sales of $21.15 billion to $21.45 billion. That also is an increase from $21 to $21.4 billion. Total comparable sales, so whole business all in, grew 1.9%. That's the best performance in 12 quarters. Now, the Macy's business itself, those comps grew 1.2%, Bloomingdale's up 5.7%, and Blue Mercury up 1.2%. I spoke briefly with CEO Tony Spring, who said, I look at it as the beginning point of the impact of the bold new chapter. That's the strategy. Momentum has a beginning, and this is that opportunity. And then when it comes to guidance, while the retailer did raise its full year earnings, it is still below the initial guidance it had given for the year back in March. And when I asked Spring about that, he told me it is the impact of tariffs. Quote, tariffs are real. It's a component of the business, but we have tailwinds, a better customer experience. That's a newer assortment, less redundancy on our assortment, and now a business that's growing across all three nameplates in our portfolio and a healthy inventory position. Inventories for the company, if you'll notice in the release, a little bit down, in fact. And remember, they're going through closing stores and they're trying to run through some of the spring merchandise to make sure that 50% of what we'll see during the holiday season is going to be new. That is what Spring says the customer is really responding to, the fashion and the newness, maybe the basics and the active. That's an area of the business that if he had to point to softness, he would say that's where it is. Back over to you.